grew up in Hannahtown but moved to Jonestown in 1988. He describes those years as challenging with violent and continuous gang wars.
You will have seen a lot of murder, a lot of shootings, a lot of friends were lost, and it was just tense. And even peace treated. The craziest thing was we used to have peace treated dance, and that's when the peace used to broke.
He says his father was there on important occasions, but his mother was a constant supporter to him and his siblings. To Itinia, education was the only way out.
It was basic school, which was Edith Dalton Basic School. And then I went to Shettle Park Primary. I got a scholarship to go to Lanneman's Prep. This is the one. And then against all the odds, with the violence, everything that was going on, I chose education, focus on education. I was able to get a scholarship and I went to the Campion College, best school ever. And that's where I met my best friends, Mr. Spencer, Shonda Bruce, and it changed my life. Then I got a scholarship again to go to university in Cuba. This is probably why I talk so fast, because Spanish say me. And then I came back, joined the corporate world.
The goal of using education to secure his future was attained. So why venture into volunteerism?
I started out with the CDC under Luke George Cook in 2011. And I even was doing, back in 2010 at youth clubs when I was gainful employed at J. Reneview. I was assistant supervisor there. And when I left Reneview, I was there not doing anything. And so what we want to tell young people is that if you're there not doing anything, you could also volunteer your time, and then based on that, it opened doors for you to get access to work, because some of these persons who are helping with charity work are actually persons from the business sector, and they see that you're committed to the cause, that there's no money involved, you're willing to work, you will open doors. I started an avenue where I could get work by being around business people, so I started it. And I actually started to enjoy it, because the joy on people's face when you help them, it's a selfish reason, but it makes me feel good inside.
Mr. Henry has been a part of several community development initiatives over the years, but some have been more memorable than others.
So we're doing a project now called Increase the Peace. USA funded, so this is the shirt. And in the project, we're basically trying to get behavioral changes from at-risk youth between the age of 10 up to 29. And so we look at a 10-year-old girl, and so you look at it's about 4 months, so we're going to track their behavior changes. So this is a girl coming to us, and it started out, we having a computer marathon with the Lesma Ellis Foundation. That was held on January the 7th. And when we have the function, we're giving out biscuits, sweets, whatever it is. And this girl joined the line, and when the shopkeeper called me, and the shopkeeper was telling me what happened, and I saw it, the little girl was able to rejoin the line like 10, 12 times, get a case of stuff, I had the idea to sell it back to the shopkeeper for profit, I kept on going back in. It's like, sir, we don't get none. And that's dishonest, that's wrong with everything. And give credit to the shopkeeper who kind of refused to buy for her because she knew it was ill-gotten gains. But then the genius of what she was doing to kind of hustle mentality. And it's like, you're 10 years old, you're on the wrong path of thinking, but there's something there that you want to earn money and thing. And so that's how we started negative. So now we end up going to downtown to National Art Gallery, which was 2 weeks ago, recently. And we're going to National Art Gallery. I was the person who was driving. I carried her and she was in the car. And we stopped at a stoplight and there was a lady, old lady begging money. I was like, don't have any money on me or anything. And I was going to drive off. And she said, no, sir, stop. The same little 10-year-old girl. And she was like, she can't get $100 a year. I have $100 for me lunch money, but she can't get it. Everybody was blowing the horn because there was green light. And I said, yo, we're breaking the law. She said, sir, yes, but it's for the right reason. And that's the transition. So she moved from doing the wrong thing for the wrong reason. And now she's doing the wrong thing again, so it's still a progress, but she's doing it for the right reason. So make them wait, sir, the right reason I do it for. And I was so proud of her.
Well, Mr. Itinia Henry, as we call him, the boss. Very, very hardworking, industrious. He's one of the persons that put in the extra effort and the mile to get all the... Seeing that we are in a volatile era, he always tries to get projects and programs to get the youths together, if it's even once or twice per week, because, the idle, so they will find things that won't be beneficial to anybody. So he has programs, he has a computer program, once a week we have classes on Saturdays, two sessions, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So, and Mr. Henry is, I don't know him do it, but he's always the first person here and always the last person to leave. And he goes the extra mile just to get everything going.
It's the best feeling ever that the community is buying in. We're very segregated, different from the side you come from, even though everybody should be under one banner. But for different reasons, social, there are different implications where even gang warfare, everybody have a side. But everybody is united around me and around the project. So I would never complain about the support that we've gotten.
Let's take a walk to one of his latest projects, the rehabilitated Jonestown Cultural Center.
So we got this space for community development. Initially, it was many years ago it was built. I think it was USAID who built it as part of the Kingston Restoration KRC company. And it was meant to enhance the cultural activity for the community. So you used to have stage show right here, so dancing contests and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, because no violence, it ran down from about 12 years it wasn't being used for. And the last 7 years was the last event was kept. And it was just derelict, as simple as it as how it might look. And so he's from Two Isis, one of the twin. He's called Richard Morgan. He approached me about revitalizing the space. We could use it for sports, fitness, exercise. And then we launched it. And we decided to paint it up, fix it up. And it was a journey that started last year, March. All this came from just hard work and from a pocket and just, Ministry of Culture did help out on gender and sports. Gave us a donation of paints and some cash. And we haven't looked back since. I said, now the space is going to be exciting to use now because now we have music lessons, dancing lessons, and now it's a part of the Increase the Peace project. This is our first project funded by USAID called Hands and Heart United, so represent that.
Yes.
This is where the open ceremony was. And this is now the current project, which finishes in April, called Increase the Peace, because of the outbreak of violence that's going on now. Right now, we even have police and soldiers in the community stationed, almost like a zozo, because over 20 persons have lost their life recently.
So
Since the start of the project, only 2 persons have lost their life.
So what's the plan now? Are you planning for this year to keep any events
Yes.
events in the planning?
We're going to have beauty pageants. We're going to have, this is even like a Homer Center. The highlight of my life, I promise you, I want to highlight of my life, is the fact that when we did this, started painting and stuff, we started kids coming back. Kids that don't even know. Kids were playing. And even yesterday I saw kids that I never saw before playing. So this is supposed to be a play area for kids, a safe space, we call it, where people can come and enjoy themselves. So once you want to relax, I saw couples sitting there talking. I saw families together, like 4 persons, the boy, the girl, and they sit down side by side. It's just a highlight of my life.
Back at the community center, the team from the Bureau of Gender Affairs Community Liaison Department were busy reasoning with residents about social issues.
The Bureau of Gender Affairs, as part of our programmatic activities, participates in wide-scale sensitization and public education. So as a result, we are here today with one of our community partners doing a sensitization on gender-based violence. Specifically today, we are focusing on human trafficking as one form of gender-based violence. We believe that sensitization, training, public education will help to reduce instances of gender-based violence as it creates awareness on what is gender-based violence, where to go if you're experiencing gender-based violence, who to turn to, so that community members can, in our efforts as a government, reduce gender-based violence. Mr. Henry, I know people affectionately call him Iton. He's very helpful, considerate, dedicated. I mean, several times he even come into the Bureau of Gender Affairs to print materials, and we assist him that he can share with his community members. Several times when he was getting funding from the USAID program, he was back and front with us. Dedication, fervor and zealousness just to get the project approved in order to have this program run in his community. So his dedication should be commended because he goes above and beyond to help the people of his community. So we are happy to be here and to support his initiatives as to us, we consider him one of those unsung community heroes, because for Jamaica to be the place of choice to live, do business and raise families, we need people like Mr. Henry.
This has been another episode of PBCJ's Community Heroes.